Welcome to our latest update on global news developments as of February 17, 2025. I'm Anderson Cooper, and here are the top stories making headlines around the world. From escalating tensions in Eastern Europe to the resurgence of mercenary forces in global conflicts, tonight's broadcast paints a stark picture of a world grappling with uncertainty and the looming threat of wider conflict. We begin with a stark warning from Ukraine, where officials are raising concerns about Russia's next move as the Kremlin signals a potential escalation of its military campaign. Ukrainian officials are warning that Russia may be preparing to escalate its military campaign beyond Ukraine's borders. The warning, delivered with a sense of urgency, suggests that Russia could target NATO countries if U.S. support for Ukraine weakens. This comes as tensions reach a fever pitch, prompting an emergency summit in Paris. European leaders are convening to discuss defense strategies and grapple with the uncertain future of NATO in the face of Russian aggression.
The gravity of the situation is not lost on European leaders. This is a once-in-a-generation moment for global security. The future of NATO hangs in the balance, and we must call for a more assertive Europe, one that can bridge the divide between the US and Europe. Our goal is to secure Ukraine's future and effectively counter the threat posed by an increasingly aggressive Russia.
Amidst the escalating tensions, the Trump administration is making a bold move, announcing plans to initiate peace talks between Russia and Ukraine. The talks are set to take place in Saudi Arabia, a controversial choice that has raised eyebrows among European leaders. Concerns are mounting over the U.S. decision to exclude Europe from these crucial negotiations. Many fear that the Trump administration may be willing to make concessions to Russia, potentially at the expense of Ukraine and European security.
As global conflicts escalate, a disturbing trend is emerging: the resurgence of mercenaries on the battlefield. Veterans like Colombian soldier Johnny Pinilla are finding themselves drawn back into combat, lured by the promise of money and driven by a thirst for adrenaline. Ukraine has become a magnet for these soldiers of fortune, but the demand for their services extends far beyond Eastern Europe. From the battlefields of Ukraine to the Gulf monarchies and the ongoing conflicts in Africa, mercenaries are once again playing a prominent role in modern warfare. Their presence underscores the complex and often murky dynamics of modern conflict, where traditional armies and private military contractors operate in a dangerous and often ethically ambiguous landscape.
Adding to the global unease, the Russian Navy has conducted live-fire artillery drills in the Sea of Japan. This display of military might is a clear signal that Russia is flexing its muscles on multiple fronts. The drills come as no surprise to Western analysts, who view them as part of Russia's broader strategy to project power and assert its presence on the global stage. These actions, however, further heighten tensions and raise concerns about Russia's ultimate intentions in the region.
Back in the United States, a different kind of crisis is unfolding. Severe storms have ripped through the eastern U.S., leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. Kentucky has been particularly hard hit, with at least 8 fatalities reported and widespread damage reported across the state. Emergency responders are working tirelessly to reach those affected by the storms and provide much-needed aid. The storms serve as a stark reminder of the destructive power of nature and the importance of preparedness in the face of extreme weather events.
That's all for today's update. Stay tuned to CNN for more breaking news and in-depth analysis. I'm Anderson Cooper, thank you for watching. From the escalating tensions in Ukraine to the resurgence of mercenary forces and the devastating power of nature, the world is facing a confluence of challenges. As we navigate these uncertain times, it is more important than ever to stay informed and engaged with the events shaping our world.